Hey gamers, I thought it would be really fun to look over some of the hidden details and I guess secrets that you can find within this latest trailer that we got for Breath of the Wild 2 during E3 2021. I'm incredibly excited about this game, so I just wanted to kind of sit down and talk about some of the fun things I saw. So I'll be going over 5 hidden details and secrets that I feel like you might have missed in Breath of the Wild 2's latest trailer. Number 1. So we do see 3 pretty distinct looks for Link during this little trailer, which is cool. Now the one in the middle we've actually seen before. We saw that quite a lot during the original trailer, which actually came out 2 years ago, which is crazy to think about that it's been that long. Then of course we have the drastically different one, which is the one we see right when the trailer starts. I think a lot of people are talking about this particular shot of Link kind of free-falling, wearing this very strange, almost kind of past looking outfit. I'm going to elaborate more on that soon. And then we also have a kind of different one right on the end there, right to the right of the screen. I don't know what to make of this one. This could just be a costume change, but there's something different about it that doesn't just feel like a costume change, if you get what I mean. It's really hard to say. These could all just be costume changes at the moment. I mean, we could drastically change our character with different costumes in Breath of the Wild, but I feel like these different looks are going to represent a bit more than just costume changes. I might be looking into it too much, I probably am, but I think for that first one especially, the one where Link is free-falling, it almost does kind of feel like we're looking at Link from maybe the past, or just a different Link altogether. I think that would be really interesting. I definitely get the vibe that this isn't the same Link that we see in the middle. I feel like the Link wearing the blue is the main Link that we know and love from the original Breath of the Wild, and then the Link that we see kind of falling into the little island is someone different. It could literally just be Link in a different costume though, that wouldn't surprise me. Number 2. So I noticed that there are actually some new pieces of gear within the trailer, which is really cool to see. You can see this brand new shield. Now if I'm wrong about this and somehow it was in the original Breath of the Wild, I'm going to be so embarrassed because I did actually look this up to make sure it wasn't. But I kind of did think to myself, yeah, I don't recognize this one. So it's good to see that we are getting new weapons and shields, and I'm assuming bows and stuff like that. I'm really excited to see all of those ones. I know it's not too surprising. I know it's not like a revolution that we're going to get new items. Of course we are. We're going to see tons, I'm sure. But I think it's cool to finally get a glimpse at some of these. I personally loved collecting all the different shields and items in the game. I thought it was really fun. I didn't mind the fact that they broke. I actually kind of enjoyed that survival element, so I'm looking forward to collecting a lot of different stuff this time around. Number 3. So, these little altars which we can see on top of the floating islands are really interesting to me, and I actually think these are going to be quite important, at least when you're up in the sky. Now, we're kind of used to using the shrines and the big towers as our little checkpoints, and of course the towers help us progress a lot. I guess the shrines do too in their own way. And I think these little altars are actually going to do that for us when we're up in the sky. I don't think they're going to use the traditional shrines and towers in the sky. We definitely won't see the towers in the sky in my opinion, or at least if we do, it'll look different. But I think these altars are going to be something really interesting. We can already see right outside of the altar there's a little kind of thing that it looks like Link can interact with. I'm not entirely sure what this is going to do. Maybe it'll help us unlock more of the area. Maybe it's literally just a checkpoint. Maybe it is completely decorative, but I personally would find it odd if it was just decorative. I think it'd be pretty cool actually if you could get on top of this platform and it would float you over to different islands. But it seems like Link is going to actually be able to do that himself. It seems like his glider will be able to do a little bit more in this version of the game, which is going to be fascinating to see. So I can't wait to see what we actually do in terms of traveling. Number 4. So I noticed that our boys, our little enemies, actually have some different looks this time around, which is kind of cute in a way. So our little bokoblins, they've always had horns in Breath of the Wild, but look at this dude, he's got like a unicorn horn, which is so funny to me. It honestly looks absolutely ridiculous. The other guy, it kind of looks like he's got some kind of weird hairdo. I honestly don't know what to make of it. That's a moblin, right? I can't remember. It's been so long since I played Breath of the Wild. I'm pretty sure that's a moblin. Please do not kill me if I've got that wrong. But I know this fella is a bokoblin. I remember slaughtering many of them. And it's nice to see that he's got a longer horn. I wonder if they'll actually use their horns to attack you this time around. I could definitely see them doing that. I think that would be honestly hilarious. So if that's something they do, I would love that. That would be absolutely great. number 5. So, I know a lot of people are talking about the new runes, how Link can kind of phase through things, or maybe even like stop time and rewind time and all kinds of crazy stuff. That to me is insanely interesting. But it looks like Link has some interesting new tools or weapons that he can access this time around as well, as we can actually see him using this flamethrower to fight a boss. Now, we don't know yet if this flamethrower item is just going to be used to fight a boss. I think that is actually pretty likely. I feel like they'd save special tools for different boss fights, like maybe this boss is super weak to fire and you have to find out some kind of way to get a hold of the flamethrower. That would make sense, but imagine if Link could have a flamethrower all the time. Now, setting fire to things in Breath of the Wild was actually really fun, which I know makes me sound like a complete maniac, but I'm sure lots of people are with me there, where setting fire to things and watching things slowly catch fire like the grass, and even being able to use the smoke to kind of glide yourself into the air, I loved that stuff. I did that so often. So if Link can get his hands on like a flamethrower this time around and use it whenever, I'm personally really going to love that. I think that'll be great. I'd love to see what different kinds of tools Link gets around this time too. I think there's so much potential in Breath of the Wild 2. I mean, when I'm doing this video, I'm literally thinking just how little we know about this game currently. The second trailer did reveal some interesting new stuff, but I don't feel like it revealed enough to really, give us answers about things that we've wanted to know since we got that first trailer. I'm sure we're going to learn more as the months go by though, and I'm super excited. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on those channel notifications for more Nintendo videos. Thank you for watching.